So let's check out some homework problems. Again, starting on our Canvas page, My Lab and Mastering. And open My Lab. And let's check out the assignments and practice 2.2b. And I do want to choose some of the harder ones, which I know are towards the end. So I'll just pick number 7 here. And there's our limit. So let's check that out. So what do we have? The limit as x goes to minus 2. And the first thing we should do is see what happens when we plug the number in. So minus 2. If we plug in minus 2 into the numerator, minus 2 times minus 5 is a positive 10. So we'll have 10 minus 10, which is 0. And minus 2 in the denominator, so minus 2 cubed is minus 8. And over here would be a positive 8, which again is 0. So this is 0 over 0, which is the indeterminate form. And we have to do something to get out of that. And it looks like we can do a lot of factoring here. So for instance, this minus 5 and a minus 10, we can factor a minus 5 out of that. There we go. Minus 5x minus 10. And if we look at the denominator here, I'm just going to write like this for a moment. We see we can factor out an x squared. And that would give us x plus 2. And so that's what that would equal. Factoring. And we can see the x plus 2's cancel. And so something happened. And let's check out if that was good. And we'll do that by plugging in the number again. So we're going to plug in minus 2. And that works. So we would have minus 5, and minus 2 squared is a positive 4. So minus 5/4. And that's our answer. So let's check out another one. Here's a good one, square root. And that will take me a moment to write in, and I'm just going to crop to the end of that. All right, so here I am finishing up, typing all that in. So there is our limit that we want to investigate. And plugging in 129, you can see the numerator will be 0. And 129 plus 15 is 144. Square root of 144 is 12. 12 minus 12 is 0 in the denominator as well. So this is 0 over 0, the indeterminate form. And there is a square root, and that's going to mean then the conjugate. The conjugate's going to be the square root part except we just switch the sign between the terms. And I am just going to put some parentheses around this to make it absolutely clear that these do distribute. And that's what we're going to do next. So what I've written here is multiplying by the conjugate over itself, so that total result there is just 1. And now we're going to distribute that. Distribute the denominator. So if we look at that, let me expand that out a little bit. So square root of x plus 15 times the square root of x plus 15 is x plus 15. So that's multiplying those two. The square root times positive 12, and then the square root times negative 12, those will subtract out. Again, those middle terms will always subtract out with the conjugate. And then we have minus 12 times 12 to get us a minus 144. So here's our expression here. We distributed the denominator. And I'm just going to clean up the numerator a little bit here. Because we don't need this division by 1 anymore. And this one is pretty long here, but get that out of the way. And there we go. Wow, it doesn't even fit on the page there. Let me just get rid of all this stuff here. So there is our result. So again, what did I do? All I did was distribute the denominator. That's all I did. And 15 minus 144 is minus 129. And you can see now that these x minus 129s will divide out. And of course, we don't need that division by 1 anymore. We can get rid of all that. And here is now the limit, what we've reduced it to. And let's check if the number works again. So we'll plug in 129 for x. So we have 129 plus 15, which is 144. Square root of 144 is 12. 12 plus 12 is 24. And that's our answer. So there's 2 problems, just working them out to make sure you are having some comfort with my math lab and seeing some examples also of how to do it there.